Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Chat. What a loaded week it's been, right? Right? Well, obviously, as you can see, I survived Cyber Week. But oh my god, people. As we know, we talk about my job as people start trickling in. But oh my god. Ugh. So it started Friday. We expect that, right? We'd expect multiple Karens wanting discounts on top of the discounts that are already there. Madness, stupidity, and entitlement. Yes, yes. Well, that got stretched into 7 damn days. And that particular week was a living hell. Because started out on a 13-hour week, right? Well, I mean, not 13-hour week, blah. 13-hour day. That was Black Friday. The following Saturday was a 14-hour shift, to be followed by a semi-regular shift, to be followed by a 15-hour shift. By the time the week was over, I was beginning to go into a place that, well, I hate to put it this way, if you're not autistic, you don't really get. But I was at such a point with all the hours of constant talking and constant masking that the last 2 hours of Cyber Week, I had to force myself to be able to fight to string coherent sentences together. I was starting to fumble my words very, very badly. Like, very bad. And yeah, no, I was like mumbling. There were like 2 solid minutes where I'd stop speaking. My customer would wonder where I went, but Cyber Week is hell. Hi, Jenny. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I haven't been on very much.
I don't blame you. There's been so much fighting and so much bullshit.
Yeah, and I'm going through my own bullshit in my own life, so.
I mean, it got bad enough that about a month or so ago, I just pulled out of the majority of that side of Twitter.
It's so bad that I'll pop in every once in a while and I'll see it and I'm like, what the fuck? That's all I gotta say.
Like, all of a sudden, you're talking more about neurodivergent things. Yeah, I told you if you kept with this stupid, overdramatic bullshit, I was going to leave. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. You're pushing out the actual people that actually cared about the man himself and not all the bullshit that surrounded it.
Yeah, now they're just piling on the bullshit and just trying to fight each other because one side wants to be right where the other one is technically right, but we're not gonna talk about that right now.
Let their argue their nonsense into the void. Is all I got to say.
I got too much shit in my life that I don't need to deal with that shit.
Yeah, no, no kidding. I was actually kind of talking to Paul, and I kind of had a light bulb moment because, like, about an hour after going here, an hour of having left the hell that is my Battlefield Mall,
Mm-hmm.
I saw another post, JD speculating on his love life, and as I usually do, I snapped.
I didn't see anything about that. Okay, what happened?
So I snapped and literally just asked everyone, "Why do you do this?" This
He said it
poor
himself that
guy,
he's not gonna be dating anyone anyway for a while.
he's had his private life torn into and ripped apart and speculated on
Mhm.
by literally everyone for almost a decade now. It's enough.
Yep.
And it kind of dawned on me while I was talking to Paul back there earlier that part of the reason I get so upset is because I've had it happen to me.
Mm.
Hey, HP, he'll come back on in a minute, but I've had people, fanboys, track me down to my door, invade my personal life, try to talk to my family.
Mhm.
And that's
Same.
why I fight so hard for him or any other celebrity I see it happen to. And I know you've had some of that. You've had a lot of that. Let's
Y-
not kid ourselves.
Yeah, I've had it a lot, and we all know it. We just don't talk about it publicly, but we. Ugh.
It freaking, and it entertains me when I have like AH stands like, but the majority of your stuff you talk about isn't even JD. So what's the point? Yeah, I fight for my own. That's what it's called. Read the TL. Hey, HP.
Hi, HP.
I know
Hey,
you're dealing.
so what are we talking about today?
Well, I just kind of went on the usual rant because somebody once again decided that it was okay to try to talk about JD's freaking private love life or lack thereof again, which is completely 100% inappropriate.
Well, yeah, yeah, he was at the Red Sea Film Festival, and one of the guy, one of the winners, actually, said he was an inspiration to him, and that was nice to see. And
That was awesome to see, but my heart went out to him because for him to do that right
Mhm.
after hearing about Shane, and
Yeah.
maybe
yeah,
and maybe it's because I am
Shane, yeah,
neurodivergent.
I heard about Shane. That was, that
The
was
fact that they like in the way they're going after his pictures, he looks so great, and then there's my autistic ass. I know a mask when I see one,
Mhm.
and you can see it in his eyes what he was forcing himself to do
Yeah.
when you when we all know where he wanted to be right at that point in time.
Yep.
yes. I, I wonder how Victoria's doing.
She's
As
falling
best
apart at
she
the seams.
she's doing the best she can.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
doing
and
doing a hell of
well,
a lot better than I did when my dad died.
well, there's one person I won't miss. You know who that is? Henry Kissinger.
Nobody's gonna miss Henry. Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. That the jackass that the Zionist jackass who bombed Cambodia and bombed Vietnam and committed mass genocide.
Bosnia.
killed killed and even in India, all the disrespectful things he said, and he called what he said the most disrespectful things. As someone who comes from India, I was offended when I learned about all the things that about all the disrespectful things that he said about our prime minister.
Yeah, nobody's surprised. There were literal cartoons of him and you know the Palpatine cloak.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A lot of political cartoons of Kissinger being in the Palpatine cloak. I distinctly remember that. Because
yeah, the guy
back
worked
in
for
my day,
Nixon,
we had
so
political cartoons still on a physical paper. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Shane's death was a sucker punch to the gut. And that was to start out my week this week. Like, I was literally, because we all know this cat over here loves the Crock of Gold movie, and it calms him down in the morning if I have it on. So I had just started it for the cat when I opened up the computer and saw that Shane had passed.
Mm-hmm.
But you were watching Crock of Gold where you got the news?
Yes,
Yeah, so
I'm a cat.
that sucks even more.
It was a sucker punch to the gut, which is weird because it was a person I didn't like face to face know. But it was. I guess it's because of JD, we all kind of felt like we did know him.
Yeah. Speaking of JD, guess what's going viral right now?
Oh God, what now?
No. Him and Will Smith. They actually hugged together.
No, I
They were
saw
in a
that.
picture together. They
I
were
was
hugging
glad
each
to
other.
see that. We'll need somebody like that in his life.
Yes, not Jada, who's going around trying to tarnish his name and taking no accountability for her part in that night. Honestly, it's so ridiculous. I cannot even laugh anymore. She's basically even SNL has caught on to her BS. I mean, is practically been on the Today Show 14 times in 3 days, just to quote them, just to promote her
It
book.
is another situation, though, that as an autistic, fairly relatively well known one, I feel uncomfortable seeing other people's lives, even his, being fodder for everybody to debate because to this day this happens to me.
I know, and in the book it's just her whining about not being Mrs. Shakur, and she and basically her and Will living separate lives, and then she initially went on her whole Today Show and said that did the hand movements and said that she and Will had been living separate lives, and then she then went back the next week, and then she went back the next week on the Today Show to promote her book, and then she confirmed, and then she changed her story to that they were working on their marriage, and then she changed it at a book signing when at a book signing that was posted on Instagram, where she the final version of her story that she changed it to was that they were separated until the night of the Oscars
Oh,
when the
geez.
slap happened.
Yeah. She can't keep her lies straight.
Yes, and it's showing. It's so painfully obvious.
I'll just stick to my brutal honesty. It may be blunt and people may not like it, but I don't have to try to keep anything straight.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fire away. Yeah.
What I'm really hoping for is for people to stay the fuck away from Shane's funeral and not be going in and taking photo op opportunities.
And now
Oh,
you're just
no.
saying that give permission to do it.
At
Because you
least
know
let the man
people that
rest.
are that insane are going to do the opposite.
I know it. I just hate it.
And you saying just gave them the permission to do it. Even though we do not condone it.
Hey, fun fact. Shane was best friends with Sinead O'Connor, so At least he'll
Yeah, I
at
know
least
that.
he'll be with her in the afterlife, and they'll yeah.
For those of us who believe what we believe, I believe that he's probably annoying God right now.
Yeah.
On the shoulder. Hey, you should fix that.
You should fix that, and oh yeah, and fix that shit there, and get rid of
And
that
then,
bullshit over there.
and this
Yeah.
is
This
quote Shane, and this
this.
is fucking bullshit. This fucking bullshit right here needs to end.
There's
Oh,
a lot
and
of curse words.
you see that thing right there with the blonde? Get rid of that.
And you see that little genocide that's happening in in the Gaza Strip. Maybe you should do something about that, and also those corrupt politicians, and also maybe even global warming. Yeah, you should fix that.
Oh, don't even get me started on the global warming. Holy crap.
Yes.
And
Hey,
the
Um,
idiots
have
who
you ever heard
continue
the
to
phrase? Hey, oh,
the
uh,
people who attacked Greta for standing with the Palestinians are the same people who've been screaming at her since she was a little girl for daring to tell them the truth about the polar ice caps melting. We've known the ice caps were melting since the mid 90s. Like,
ever heard of the phrase "there are flowers blooming in Antarctica"?
Yeah. If you look on Google Maps or Google Earth, sorry, and you look at the North Pole, there is no ice. There
I
is
have to.
no ice.
I have to go now. I'll catch you guys later.
see you later, HP.
Oh, okay. Bye bye.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still going after Greta, calling her anti-Semitic for having a extremely well-known octopus plushie, which you can turn inside out to convey a particular emotion if you're having difficulty in doing so. And they're trying to say that was an anti-Semitic trope. I shit you not.
Oh my God. Yeah, but what I was getting to about the Google Earth thing, there is no ice on the top of the world anymore. There is no ice, at least on Google Earth. They're not showing any ice. It is all blue.
Now, what pisses me off about the whole Greta thing is these ableist pieces of shit who continue to insist that she is being controlled by her parents to say this shit, that as an autistic person that she does not have her own mind and her own thoughts, couldn't possibly be saying this herself. They don't believe we have the capacity to do so. So obviously it must be her parents and she's just parroting them. Oh my God, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, that would piss me off too.
Anyways, Jenny, we kind of over talked you.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I really don't have much to say. I haven't been around much because I've been dealing with my own shit. My second dad is dying from lung cancer. I found that out a few months ago. He's getting worse and worse as time goes on.
Sorry.
So
I'm sorry, hon.
I tweeted about it. Kind of. I didn't say what was going on, but I said a piece about it.
You alluded to it, but I was so neck deep in JRC shit that I kind of just started ducking my head out now as soon as the news of Shane's death went out.
Yeah, I kind of alluded this before that.
Sorry about the dog. I'm back.
It's okay.
I'm sorry that I didn't pay attention the way that I should, Jenny.
Honestly, it's okay. No one really paid attention. No one gave a shit. I told someone who I thought was my friend. I've known her since high school, or second high school I went to. And she was like, "Man, about your problems, I'm going to talk about mine. And I'm like, fine. Let's talk about your problems. But after this, I'm not talking to you again because you're selfish."
True.
And then she dared to send me a picture of her in a cast, and then I'm like, "You can go F yourself, bitch." Block.
Can't say
Jesus.
that I blame you.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's not okay. It's one thing when you're dealing with people that you talk to on social media, but people you know in real life.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different story.
And then dealing with people at work being horrendous, acting horrendous, calling people racist without those people being racist at all. Those people were not being racist, and they're just saying, "You're racist."
Jesus.
I don't think people know what racism is anymore.
And then going behind my back saying that I'm being a plumb idiot when I'm not saying anything. I'm just doing my work. Even though this mofo is calling people racist and not doing any work whatsoever. So I'm just dealing with a lot.
Yeah, you're going through some hell.
Yeah. And it's horrible hell, the cancer thing with my second dad, because I beat cancer when I was 5, and now this. Yeah. Okay. Cancer, you win again, bitch.
No, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can't do much, and I know that's pretty much kind of a bit of nothing, but
honestly, if I was near you, Tiff, I would go to your apartment and be like, "So, here's a bunch of joints that we're gonna just smoke together, and we're just gonna cry our problems out together."
at which
You're gonna cry
point,
your, I'm gonna cry mine.
and I cry so little that Paul would then crawl out and proceed to try and make us laugh because that's what he does.
And then I'll look at your cats and be like, "Okay, so there's Brahma being cute, and then there's Demon Cat."
Demon Cat is Demon Cat. Like, she'll get hormonal because she's too tiny to fix. So she's got to get so much petting that if you don't have enough hands, so she's going to pet herself while you're holding her, getting her belly.
So, do we call her a demon devil cat, or like what do we call her at this point?
So she's kind of that, like, the exorcist cat, because when she's not hormonal, she's hateful and with a massive Napoleon complex.
Well, please tell me she's not turning her head in 360 too.
Not 360, but she can do 160 while standing upside down for claws digging into the ceiling.
What the fuck?
And Paul will wake me up in the middle of the night. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll crawl back. What the hell? Oh, for God's sake, close the door. Go back to bed.
That's just too much nonsense at this point.
That is the kind of thing, though, that would get you to giggle, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it, cat!
There's Jenny with the water bottle. The power of Christ. What? I thought I'd give it a try.
No, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be acting like the cat.
Oh, I
You
figured.
don't know it.
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Brahma Cat. He's sleeping on the new blanket that he thinks is his.
Well, if the cat thinks it's his, then it's his.
Sh-
The cat rules the world.
It's true. He's my co-worker. He sits in the chair next to me, and his job is to help mommy to not lose her shit.
Co-worker or boss?
Yeah, he's more of what, like, mommy, ma'am, we need you to calm down.
Oh god, I can't.
Please be happy you don't work in call center hell, especially during Cyber Week. Holy sh! But I see that it's 76% off, but I'm a good customer, and you should get nothing.
You're already getting 60% off. You're already getting 7% off. Shut it.
You're not special. Calling me is not going to get you a discount. Okay, whatever. Bye. Well, maybe if you get your manager, my manager has the same access I do. My poor manager, because we are swamped, is also taking calls from Karens just like you. Oh, God.
Did you actually say Karen to her or
No, I just thought
no?
it very loudly.
Oh.
But yeah, it was so bad that by the end of Cyber Week, the last 2 hours, that fun part of autism came out. And it was getting harder and harder to be able to put words together because basically my body wanted to go nonverbal because I had been masking on end the entirety of the week with no downtime.
Oh, I gave up on masking. I gave up on it.
Well, when you're in call center, there's kind of nothing you can do because they're not going to take too kindly to me say, "What the fuck do you want?"
Well, I'll do it for you.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that day when I know I'm going to retire and nobody can do shit about it because I'm going to take one more call. I'm going to take that call and waiting for Karen. And just allow myself that catharsis of just going in. And
Girl,
I
you
may
do that.
record it. Not work side because I don't need to get sued, but just my side. For all of us.
Post it. Post it everywhere.
Just like, why are you wasting my time, wasting your time? You knew you weren't going to get special treatment. Is your life just so sad that your only form of catharsis is making my life shittier than it already is?
Yes.
Because, yeah, nobody signs up to live out here in the Bible Belt unless you're insane. Oh, it gets better because, okay, fun part of the week, the part that made me smile, somebody decided to go after Ricky Gervais. Oh, it gets good.
Out of touch. I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
Specifically went after Ricky Gervais in regards to he put out a like mock ad of him selling vodka about, but don't you want to get drunk while lining my pockets? His tongue-in-cheek way we're all familiar with. And this dude goes off about him, but you're in an anti-science atheist cult.
Yeah,
Like,
so
no. How in the hell is atheism anti-science? Its very foundation is science.
yeah.
Like, I just
I
so I
can't.
kind of like explain to me like I'm a 5-year-old how atheism is anti-science all of a sudden. I believe what I believe, but I also have studied atheism just as well as Buddhism and all the other religions. I've
Yeah.
studied beliefs, philosophies, you name it. I've got a problem.
The
It's
beginning
based
of science
science.
was alchemy. The
No,
beginning of science.
that's more, I would say, more along the lines of chemistry and pharmacology.
Uh,
Alchemy is a part of a certain area of science, but there were other areas of science being studied even in the medieval era. Hence why you had the trial of Galileo.
yeah.
Again, I'm a nerd and I have a problem. I should probably have an intervention.
Yeah.
And yes, I have tried to get a hold of that whole court case against Galileo because I want to study it.
Huh.
I haven't been studying any court cases because I've been dealing with my own shit.
And as usual, I'm tearing apart the JRC because no matter what is going on in my life, what dramatic shit is happening, I'm still. Mainly, I think I do it to myself. I should probably take some time back and focus on other shit in my life. But
At this
at the
point, I don't think JRC really gives a fuck what they're doing.
I'm
Yeah.
just I'm driven to do what I do. I'm feels almost like I'm compelled. But
I'm driven to get 2 people off of YouTube because one of them is was a registered sex offender.
Oh, fun.
How do you get off the sex offender registry? How do you get off on that?
an appeal to your case, one could imagine. I mean, if it turns out allegations were false, I could understand, but
But with you being a sex offender, there has to be actual physical proof as well.
Well, he had a court case and he was on that sex offender list for 2002 to 2005. So
Jesus.
So how did he get off? I won't say his name, but how did this guy get off of the list if he was on it for about 3 years?
Knowing people.
Jesus.
I'm
Look
sorry,
at every
but
single crook in the world. They know people and they get away with everything.
Yeah, no kidding.
I went off on one of my videos to these people. Republicans like to sell you a bill of bullshit, and their favorite is states' rights. And these idiots don't seem to comprehend because they're like, states' rights. Well, they're not going to be as corrupt. They have ties to the community. Let me explain it to you as someone who's wheeled and dealed for decades on end with the bastards that are part of the state government. They're every bit as corrupt as the bastards in Washington.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a fact.
Hmm.
No, none of these fuckers give a damn about us.
Hmm.
I've said it for years. It's not me being cynical and nihilist, even though I am cynical and nihilist by nature.
Yeah.
But at least I'm in good company. I don't
Yeah.
see things as I want them to be. I see them as they are. And you got to work accordingly if you're actually ever going to get anything done.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Definitely not wrong on that one.
But yeah, I mean, we had the Shane passing. We've had all these shenanigans online as usual, which I am glad I was able to block the majority out.
Hmm.
The most fun part of the week is being back mainly in the indie side of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The biggest debate, folks, that I've had to deal with this week is the debates in regards to the MonsterVerse.
Huh.
Okay,
We got some people who want Godzilla to have his moment to shine in the most recent movie and are tired of King Kong. And now there's this massive debate between MonsterVerse fans.
Oh, anyone see apparently there was a trailer for Fallout 4 the movie.
I have heard that slightly of that.
Yeah. That's gonna be a weird one. That I will go see because I'm a big fan of Fallout 4.
Well,
But
great.
I did not go see Barbie or anything like that. God dang.
I do want to see
Jesus Christ.
Godzilla, but at the same time, I am really tired of the movies of just where King Kong beats the hell out of Godzilla. Where if you look at how they're built and what their powers are, Godzilla should have ripped him a new ass.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
not.
I'm a Godzilla fan. What can I say? I have been since I was about 6 and got first introduced.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that I actually enjoyed that debate because that is something that was very much tongue in cheek, just witty barbs at one another that wasn't trying to actually hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And I missed that.
Oh,
Thank-
apparently, what was that? The festival, the movie festival that just passed.
Which one?
The one in
the Red
Saudi
Sea
Arabia.
one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah,
The Red Sea
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, man, that they're gonna back his next movie. The people that ran that festival, they're gonna back his movie. The next one he does. The
Doesn't
next one he
surprise
makes.
me.
Yeah. And Johnny Depp has actually got all of his money back and then some. I've checked his net worth on the Google. I don't know how accurate it is, but he's got over $200 million in his pocket.
For those who are actual stars that used to carry Hollywood, Johnny, Ryan Reynolds, look at what they've done. They've all gone and created their own studios. I mean, Reynolds literally has his own Canadian version of Hollywood in Canada right now. Maximum Effort Productions.
And Ryan Reynolds also owns Mint Mobile.
Yup.
Yep.
If you look at what the big ones are doing, then you begin to understand they're tired too.
But didn't Johnny have like $900 million at one point? Or did I read that wrong?
I have no idea. It's more money than I'll ever see.
He's got over 220, at least by Google. At least what Google says. He's
Yeah,
over
I'm just talking
220.
about in the past though.
I have no idea. I've never actually checked that far back. So
And there's me. I just want to be able to retire someday and be out on a beach with
But
my cat, with a book. And that's all I ask for. I don't need massive wealth. Just, well, what would your cat be doing? Obviously, using the sand as kitty litter. He's a cat.
yeah.
oh, Tiffany, I got a kind of funny story to tell, if that's okay.
Go for it. Yes.
Okay, so yesterday, before I went to work, I was trying to straighten my hair. Turned it on while I was drying my hair to let it heat up.
Oh God.
Did the thing heat up at all? Yes, I did. So I went to the mall and bought a new hair straightener. Didn't like the price of the first one, so I returned it and bought a second one. The second one
Yeah.
vibrates while you straighten your hair.
Oh no, that sounds like you
Okay.
can. No, you don't understand. Like with how hair works, even long hair, that can feel like your head's getting a massage.
Yeah, and it feels good and it actually works on my hair because my hair is ridiculously stupid.
I don't try to straighten this much these days, if you can tell. It just kind of naturally does the spiral thing. But when I do, it is always a massive 2.5 hour long ordeal.
It takes me like 45 minutes to straighten my hair with the new hair
I'm
straightener.
I'm a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll show you in a minute. I'm just quickly doing something and then I'll turn my camera on and I'll show it to you guys. Just give me a moment. Ow.
All right. Well, she's out and about doing that, but yeah, I was part of the Godzilla debate because I couldn't help myself. I'm a nerd.
hmm
And I missed healthy nerd arguments online. So, arguing with people, then someone had the balls to piss off the entirety of the Godzilla fandom. All Godzilla movies are shit. Like, oh, this is gonna go downhill fast. Hold up. Hold up. Before you all start tearing into this guy, I need to make some popcorn. Don't mess with Godzilla fans. We're kind of a very devoted fan base.
I can't believe I have like what's today's date? The 6th or 5th? The 5th, right?
Because I don't work tomorrow because I had a 3D weekend because brain slush.
Yeah, today's the 5th. I have 6 days until my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
And I came on to here straight after going to the mall, folks, because I had to get my Aunt Teresa her gifts because I already got my brother, my stepdad, and my mom. And I don't want to go to the mall. This is gonna suck. It did. It did. Because I had one really grouchy lady. Well, you're not supposed to come until we send you the email that says your order has been filled. There were 50 orders before you.
Oh my
Like,
god.
lady, I understand that you've probably gone through special level hell. It's retail hell season. I'm aware of this. I work in retail too. But you could have just told me, come back in a couple of hours without putting on the Karen voice.
You know they'll put the Karen voice on. You know that.
And then there's me, but I don't get to do it.
No, because reality seeps in and you kind of.
So what is it called when a male guy does that? Then a Ken? Is that a Ken
Nope, you're Mel Karen.
or male Karen?
And
no,
the
there's a
reason
name
why
for it.
I call
Huh?
Mel Karen because it feels like they're doubly insulted. Are you calling me a lady? Well, if you're acting like one.
Pat. Yeah, let me turn on my camera and I'm like.
Oh, I had a fun time on Monday. I had to go to the doctor's for a full physical.
Oh God, those suck.
Oh my lord. The amount of blood they took was just amazing.
Isn't that fun though when they feel like we need to do every test known to man?
Well, at least my A1C is down 5.1. It's down to
Nice.
5.1. So I'm happy. I just wish I can drop some more weight. But my physicality won't let me do that too easily.
And I've heard it's hard for a lot of folks in the disability movement who are
Chair
more
bound.
physically disabled, yeah.
Yeah, chair bound. Yeah.
Like Imani. And my God, the bastards that went after poor Imani this week. Like,
I used
y'all have
I
no
used
idea
to
who you're messing with.
I used to have these wrist weights that slip over your wrists, but
I know the
but
ones.
but all I can find is the stupid Velcro strap ones.
I can't even find those.
Oh, you can on Amazon. They sell big ones on Amazon. They sell 10-pounders on Amazon, but not the over the wrist ones. Not the bracelet ones is what I call them.
No bracelets and no ankle weights that weren't 10 pounds. I'm like, nobody starts at 10 pounds, pal.
Well,
You-
I can't find slip on weights at all. It's remarkable.
So I'm still stuck with using cast iron kettlebells.
Too bad I can't.
Oh, look at Miss Jenny's hair.
I'm thinking of buying a strip of lead and just wrapping it around my wrists.
Look at your straight, pretty hair. Yes.
I mean, that's all I can really do is buy some like a lead foil and wrap it around my wrists or something.
Look at that. You got a good hair. One of those good ones.
Yeah.
Like the kind that they sell at the hair salons for ridiculous amounts of money.
No, it wasn't worth Texas amount of money.
Nice. Definitely got one of the good ones.
Yep.
Looks good.
Paid a pretty penny for it. Paid $190 for it before tax.
Yeah,
Ooh.
sounds about right.
Dang, $200. Ooh.
None of this stuff is cheap, Chairman. None of it.
Oh, I know, but yeah, I don't even have a job, so I can't afford to buy jack. Because I can't get up in my chair long enough to work. 2 hours and I am in the bed for the next like 5 days.
I got lucky. All that overtime means rent was paid easily, and I was actually able for the first time in years to buy presents this year for Christmas instead of just getting them. But I
Jeez.
spent, as most of you know, Thanksgiving. It was myself, it was Paul, it was the cats, and telling our mutual families, nope, Tiffany has to work stupid hours. She doesn't want to try and people before having to deal with
Stupid.
a monumental amount of stupid. And I'm not the only one. My mom was working ER time.
Oh boy, I bet that was fun.
Yeah, now imagine doing that not just on Thanksgiving, but after Black Friday.
Oh, probably on Thanksgiving, probably burns and God knows what else.
Well, they got burns, but she doesn't have to deal with that. What she gets to deal with is all the traffic accidents, people breaking bones, being stupid.
Huh. Yeah.
Granted, she's like, some of them I find fascinating, like the lawnmower man. Not again. I want to forget the lawnmower man story. I want to forget that I even know that that ever happened.
You know, I was watching this video on YouTube. It was about someone cooking a turkey, and they didn't defrost it all the way,
Oh
and they put it
God.
in the hot oil, and they had a pan lid right next to them, and they freaked out and forgot about the pan lid. All you gotta do is put the lid on top of the pan to stop the oxygen. That will stop the fire. And turn off your stove range, and that stops the fire. But this person freaked out, ran out of the house screaming, and their house probably burnt down.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And Tiffany,
Yeah.
my hair is not thin. It is very long.
No, I know it is. I've seen your hair before.
That is straight hair.
And for those of us, as she can tell you, who do not naturally have straight hair,
Yeah.
to find a product that works that well, it's I don't know, it's almost a holy experience.
Yeah, and I found the products that work.
Speaking of fun, entertaining things, explaining to others that you can, quote unquote, stand a person without having a crush on said person has been a fascinating topic of discussion. Like,
Oh, gosh.
yeah, no, right. Like, I stand Groucho Marx. What this means is I deeply respect and enjoy his work and have no problems with shilling it all day, every day, freely without getting paid for it.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that if I had a time machine, I'd want up in his business. I may like lobby hard for a bromance, but I've been trying to get a bromance or the female version for years, so that probably doesn't surprise anyone who actually knows me.
And my
It's the-
muscles, Tiffany, have gotten so much bigger too.
Yeah, I've noticed. Mine are about the same. Even though, here's the weird thing about my family, though. Like, they don't grow like normal people's. We just get denser,
Yeah.
with everything still staying about the same size. It's weird. Because I'm that way, my brother's that way. We're more wiry.
See, the thing
God,
is
I
for me
wish.
is that I get thinner, but my arms get huger. It's a weird concept.
God, I wish I could take off about 10 pounds.
Well, as you all know, nobody can even tell I have muscles unless it's during the summer and I have a sleeveless shirt on. It's kind of sad. I just kind of stay the same size. Although that wasn't always true. That only really happened after I stopped alcohol entirely. But yeah. I can't grow unless I'm getting shit faced, apparently.
If I was into
Blessings
showing
and
my lower
curses.
half, you would see like how small I gotten.
No, I don't doubt you.
It's crazy.
And another fun thing, physical weights and exercise when you're going through the shit can be life-saving,
Yeah.
especially when you got to deal with people and there's nowhere for that energy to go.
Yep. Why do you think I'm bulking up so much?
Because you got to get that frustrated just overall overwhelmed energy,
Yeah.
an outlet of some kind, or it will boil over, and nobody wants that shit to boil over.
Nope.
All right. Well, folks, we're getting towards the end of the bit. It's about an hour in, and I do want to have at least half of my weekend of doing absolutely nothing.
All right.
So, first off, thank you for showing me the hair thingy so now I know what next I have to save for.
Yeah. The expensive hair straightener.
They're worth it, though.
Yeah,
They're
they
worth
are
it.
though. Especially
And,
with this type of hair.
all right, I'm gonna leave pretty quick after this, but thank you, Jenny, for coming on. We've missed you on here. Thank you, Chairman.
Okay.
Thank you, Moxie Moon and Cam Lamb and everybody out in the chat. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good
All right.
one.
Bye bye.
I'm gonna go pass out after having deal with them all.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the button.